You ready? All right, please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everyone. Constable Buddy.
Roads are all safe, buddy?
Oh, everything's fine.
Okay.
You guys had a chance to look over the minutes from our last regular meeting?
I did.
I don't see any changes. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
I vote yes.
Roll call, Randy.
Yes.
Ed.
Yes.
Mark.
Yes.
How about the minutes from our special meeting?
It is well.
And same as I don't see any corrections, I'll make a motion to accept them as presented.
I'll second.
Yes.
Roll call, Randy.
Yes.
Ed.
Yes.
Mark.
Yes.
Financial? Since we
didn't
didn't
see-
have a meeting the first.
Yeah, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
No red flags. I'll make a motion to accept the financial as presented.
I'll second.
Yes.
Roll call, Randy.
Yes.
Ed.
Yes.
Mark.
Yes.
Communications?
Yes. Dominion Energy sent us a notice of filing to expand their demand-side management energy efficiency programs. A core part of Dominion Energy's commitment to sustainability is to expand our demand-side management and energy efficiency program offerings in Ohio. These programs benefit our customers, our communities, and the environment by using cost-effective strategies to help customers reduce energy usage and save money. Dominion Energy notified PUCO of its intent to file an application on or after November 29, 2021 for approval to expand its DSM EE programs. This application is not for the recovery of any costs, and approval of this application will not result in the approval of a new charge or increasing rate at this time. Dominion Energy Ohio is currently recovering costs associated with existing DSM EE programs through its DSM rider. If the expanded programs are approved, the DSM rider will not recover the cost of these programs until any costs incurred are reviewed by the PUCO in future cases, which such review are not expected to occur until 2024.
Very few people on the Dominion, yes, I'm in the trailer park.
Trailer park, I think, is all that's on Dominion.
And then the Portage County, it's time for the Farm Service Agency County Committee elections. The candidates this year are William Kibler. They're asking for our 21 official ballot to be sent back in and returned. So we need to complete that and return it.
Who's the choices?
William Kibler is the only choice.
Oh, there you go.
We like William Kibler, then.
USDA.
Yeah, it's part of the USDA.
Do we need to make a motion to?
Yeah.
We need to make a motion to vote.
Nominate or vote?
Vote for him.
I move that we vote for William Kibler.
I second that.
And I'll say yes.
Roll call, Randy.
Yes.
Ed.
Yes.
Mark.
Yes.
I assume that's because USDA holds the loan in this building that they ask us to participate in that. It's where we get involved in that at.
That's all I have.
It's kind of under communications. You guys want to tell them about our audit that we just went through?
We passed the flying colors.
Again.
Our audit performed through the state. We came back with no recommendations and no dings of any kind against us. They not only checked the finances, they checked our procedures, they checked approval to buy something against the purchase price of it, receipts turned in, they checked all kinds of stuff and everything, and they gave us a told a clear report on it. So thank you guys for all your great record keeping. That sure makes it easy for us.
When we tell you, no, you can't do that, you can't do it.
Do we ever?
No, no.
All right, let's go to fire department.
Yes, we're currently at, just had run 526 for the year, which was 3 for today, just in the last couple hours, actually. So we've run pretty busy using mutual aid help. So that the mutual aid we've been given now is coming back to us as we are starting to get a little short-handed. Also, I'd like to just lower our new motto, positively moving forward while building on the past, preparing for the future. And that's what we're trying to, everything we're doing over there, and we're striving for that, preparing for the future. I've had 2 new vacancies filled. Both of them were assistant chiefs, one being me, and the other one, former Assistant Chief Dave Allison. I've promoted Nick Lamb to Assistant Chief 1402, take Dave's spot, and Scott Simmons, the Assistant Chief 1401, and he'll be taking my spot. Both of these guys come with a lot of experience. Scott's a Kent firefighter, paramedic. He's also an instructor. He's got a number of years. He started as a volunteer also down in southern Ohio before moving up here. And Nick Lamb has got a business degree. So both of them have been a great help to me trying to make this transfer. So welcome them to the staff.
That's for the interim period here. That was what you said? Okay. Great. Thank you guys. Thanks for helping.
Couldn't do it without them. Also, I would like to get a dumpster for the fire station, even if it's just for the winter time. We've got a lot of cleaning up that needs done over there, and it's just not handy to move it twice from there into the truck and then over to here. I made a phone call with Conrad's, and they have a 2-yard dumpster, $60 a month if we do it weekly. They can get a 3-yard dumpster for $70 a month, or it would be $68 if they dumped it every 2 weeks. So,
What do you want? 2 or 3? 2's kind of small.
Depends how much you gotta do.
it's,
I'm not opposed to getting whatever you want up there.
yeah. A 3-yard would be probably the best, just to make sure, until we get things cleaned up and all that stuff.
I'll make
All
a-
paperwork and,
I'll make a
You want to
motion
do
that
this
we,
bi-weekly though? Do you want it bi-weekly or weekly?
they dump ours here
They didn't say
weekly.
much.
Let's do it weekly. Let's do it weekly for a while, and then we can change anytime, they said.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we contract with Conrad Disposal to get a 3-yard dumpster at the fire station as soon as we can make arrangements for it to start.
I'll second. Monday
Monday is when they do the pickups in Deerfield.
And yes.
They get ours down there on Mondays, so.
Roll call, Randy?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
You want me to call over that, or you guys
I was
want
just
to do
gonna
that?
say, who's gonna call to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there's some other things. Our smoke detectors are out of date. They're in the office and in the station. So I'd like to, I went to Lowe's, $26 for first alert, and also I need a CO detector for the office, for that gas heater in there, and that's $27.98.
Did you get them already? Just
No, I
get
didn't.
reimbursed or?
No, I haven't got
Or
it.
you want to pick them up from Lowe's?
I got a I can get them. Just tell me how many you want. And I can do that. I'll make a motion that we get those.
Okay.
I'll second.
Now, I'll say yes.
Roll call, Randy?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Also, we need 2 new knobs for our breathing air station. It's $9 a piece.
Where's it from? From you, order it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just order that, we don't have to give you an
Yeah.
okay for that, that's stuff
Around
you
the
have
500.
to, you have to have up there.
All right, and then, this is not the last thing, but it's pretty close to last. I'd like to get a metal locking cabinet for our IV supplies and things. Plastic one we got up there is just not big enough, and it's really not
Secure.
secure enough.
You got one in mind, do you know where to get them?
Well, I looked at Lowe's again, just because I know you guys have a part of it.
We have that over there, we just bought for TJ and them. How big of a cabinet you need?
Well, I'm looking at 48 Cobalt was $500, a gearbox was 72.
Oh, you need a bigger one instead of just like a wall, you need a kind of a big one, okay.
No, I'm talking about the ones that we just bought that are on the left-hand side of the road of the back door.
Yeah,
Uh,
is that what, okay,
I don't know, I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
we got-
They're
48 inch.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're probably that wide, maybe 36, but they're 8 foot tall.
that'd be secure enough for you?
Do they lock or?
Yeah.
do they gotta lock them?
They have a key, you can get.
I'll make a motion that we purchase that also for the fire department.
Second.
And yes,
Roll call, Randy.
Yes.
Ed.
Yes,
Mark.
yes.
And then, more money to spend. Can we get a refrigerator?
yeah, we already approved that a while
Yeah.
back to go ahead and get one.
I don't think it's been
Go to
approved.
Lowe's.
We didn't approve it, okay, we talked about one, but we did not approve it, so
Oh,
go to Groves or Lowe's or wherever and get Groves.
Lowe's is where I-
Groves gives us a good deal on
The
everything,
Groves?
so
I didn't go to Lowe's.
Lowe's, you found one at Lowe's,
wherever we get it, I'll make a motion. What's it gonna cost, Mike?
$6.99
$6.99.
plus tax. Well, we don't
Well,
pay
we
tax.
did that, so.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we purchase that refrigerator that Vaughn has in mind for the fire department.
And I'll second.
Refrigerator.
And yes,
Roll call, Randy.
Yes.
Ed.
Yes,
Mark.
yes. Maybe you guys should just go together.
Okay, and then also, we've been looking at the station, and it's in desperate need of some upkeep. I know we've been putting it off, I know we don't want to put any money into it because we want to build a new station. But if we don't have a time frame shortly, you know, we got people living there. And, you know, we kind of make it need it comfortable and safe. You know, part of being safe is adding smoke detectors, but, you know, we're basically just staying in the garage. I don't have it, the association has started a committee looking at different ways to make the station better, but we don't want to go any further until we have a commitment from the board that we can do something. The association has approved to pay half of whatever it would cost. But we don't want to go through,
As an example.
as in maybe building a day room, getting out of that little office, fixing the office floor, the office walls need some upkeep. One of the panelings, he got wet from that window, and we just never replaced that. Like I said, the floor is terrible, maybe even a bunk room or something. You know, we got guys that are working 12 hours and more now, trying to cover for empty shifts and
I mean, we
stuff.
might be able to frame up something and just expand it. I mean,
That's
I'm
what we're
not-
just looking at, like building something inside that one bay or something, and just, we can come up with ideas, but I don't want to start coming up with ideas if it's going to be the answer no right off the bat.
I'm open to it.
people are spending a lot of time with it, I'm not opposed to doing
And
some
nice to make
upgrades
it
and
a
stuff.
little more professional.
I don't want to spend $50,000.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But for upgrades or something like that, I have no issue at all with doing something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the association was even looking at spending, you know, maybe even $5,000 to $8,000, so.
Yeah.
Come up with something, come back to us,
As long as we
I
have a.
think we're receptive to that.
We've just been working on it. Okay, well, I think that's all I have. Any questions?
Equipment, any equipment broke, need repaired or anything? I know you mentioned about a leak on the valve in the pumper truck or something.
Yeah, I do have a guy coming out, who's gonna take a look at that, give us an estimate. I did call a place in Canton that Hartville uses, but we have to take it up there. And it's $110 an hour, just to get the estimate and look at it. make an appointment. But this guy does the Kent Fire Department's, all their repair in the surrounding areas, and he's got a mobile unit. So we're gonna have him come out and give us an estimate, and see if we can get that fixed. Like working the way I like it too, so.
Okay.
More, I know more.
Other than that, you're good?
That's it. Doug, you got anything?
Any questions, any comments from you guys, or?
Just in regards to the gentleman, he worked for Pierce for 20 years and has a Pierce pumper, so I'm sure he's going to be pretty familiar with it. And he's got a mobile unit, so he does all the penalties around, so he can go into their equipment and doing vehicle maintenance and repairs.
So he is going to come to us,
Yeah,
instead of us driving over to Canton?
that's correct.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah, well, that's what we're looking at that, so if you see something,
Anything else for the fire department?
have it by 2026,
Something like that, yeah.
2025, 26.
Road department, they've been working hard getting the motors and stuff cleaned up for the winter, sharpening blades, pressure washing everything, greasing everything, replacing any bearings or bushings that are bad, spraying underneath them with oil so that they don't rust over the winter. That'll continue for a while. We may have to use one or two of the motors again, depending on what the weather comes up. There's a lot of leaves coming down and everything. So I'm sure they'll have to redo one of them again.
Plows are all up, running.
Plows are ready to go. The V-Box, they were gonna put it in the truck day, make sure it was okay. Our low pro truck, we had to send it in for repairs. Lots of brake lines were totally rusted off, power steering lines, all kinds of stuff. The bill was $2,300 and some dollars. Since we didn't have our meeting first of the month, we couldn't approve it. We went ahead and approved it under an emergency measure because we do need that truck to plow snow. So I'll make a motion that we pay K&D Trucking's repair bill for that, $2,300 and some dollars. I don't know the exact amount.
I'll second.
And I'll say yes, but that's about what we were gonna pay when they told us the transmission was out, so.
Yeah. On our other truck, we've been told that our clutch was bad, no way to fix it or anything. We took it to K&D, and he called 2 hours later and said, there's nothing wrong with your clutch, it just needed adjusted. So the International Garage had told us it couldn't be fixed, so we saved $2,200 in that job, so.
Roll call, Randy?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Yes,
While we're talking about the low pro truck, that is a 1997 truck. It is rusting away as we're sitting here. This won't be the last year we can use it. So we do have to start right after the first year, figure out how we're going to buy a replacement truck for that. That's a 1997, and it's,
we gotta patch the bed so we don't lose the
yeah, we had to
salt.
get patches made for the bed so the salt doesn't run out before we leave the parking lot for this year. Engine, transmission's good, tire's good, but it's just rusting away to nothing, so.
And the Fred Flintstone.
Yeah, there's a hole in the floorboard they're gonna patch with an old road sign. We didn't realize how bad it was until we started getting it ready for winter. So, after the first year, we're going to, it's safe to use, and then we'll get through another winter, but we just can't depend on it. So, after the first year, I'm gonna bring up again that we need to start getting prices of what it's gonna cost to replace it, if we can find a truck to replace it during the current situation, and how we're gonna figure out how to pay for that truck. Which Kristy and Nancy, after they do the year end and everything, will have a better idea what kind of money we're gonna have left, and whether to lease purchase it, whether to pay our tractor off and pay cash for one, whatever works out was the best thing to do for us, but it is going to have to be replaced, so just food for thought.
Nancy had that special hat you could pull out. Didn't have that special hat you could pull money out of?
Yeah.
Need to find it.
That's about it in the road department. The sign at the circle, everybody I'm sure knows that it's black right now. There is a part ordered for it, it's called a programmer. The power is to the sign. The programmer reads, when TJ goes to enter stuff on the sign and make it light up, the programmer reads TJ's computer. That programmer is broke, it will not read that. One is ordered, it's supposed to be in Friday to Elliott Sign. Hopefully it does come in Friday, and if it comes in, they're going to come out and put it on. Now, the part itself is under warranty, but we may end up having to pay a service call or a labor call or something, but they don't know yet. They were looking into that. But the part is ordered. Hopefully Friday it's ready, but as soon as we get the part, we'll get it going. We'll get it going again. I don't have anything else to go over unless you got questions.
Yeah, I have a question. I noticed since it's dark, as we come now, that when you come from the circle, you can't see this driveway. Is there any way you could have put a light? On
We
that?
have the light, and we got it back, and there will be a light put up here as soon as, yeah, it's either we're gonna have the TJ's lift, or we just need the truck to get it up in there.
Temporarily, we'll put reflectors out there, but we did take the light down on the last pole out there and had it rebuilt, and it is back, we have to get it back up. But we can put reflectors up there temporarily. I agree, that's dark
Yeah,
out
but
there.
time, you know,
Yeah.
see the driveway.
That's dark out there, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
What else? I just want to thank the guys that stepped up to help out at the fire department and everything. I know it's an unfortunate situation. We will move forward, we will grow. Juan's done a great job. The guys he selected to help him, I'm sure, got his back. Everybody, please be patient. I don't foresee any changes permanent made over there for quite a few months. So after the first of the year, we got some stuff to get buttoned up there. We got a new trustee coming on. So it's not going to be a quick process where we're going to make a lot of big changes over there from our part. They're making some internal changes now and working on that. And when they're ready, they'll come to us with ideas or whatever, like Vaughn did tonight. So thank you guys for doing what we need to get done right now. Any other questions or anything?
Yeah, what's your social media policy?
What?
Your social media policy? Social media,
Okay, what
Facebook,
about-
Instagram. I said, what is it? I asked what it was.
Oh, what ours is on, we
As
have
a
site
township employee.
online, basically, it tells you about Deerfield Township, that's about it.
No,
Other
no,
than
no.
that, social media, I don't think we have an actual Facebook or anything, but
No.
we're,
You're not understanding.
okay?
As a township employee,
Right.
what are your rules, regulations, so on and so forth as far as social media goes?
Social media, employees using that.
We never had one, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But it's something we've discussed lately, I really think, but, you know, I'm going out, so.
Well, I wasn't asking a
I mean,
specific trustee,
I
I
think
mean,
these
maybe all of
guys-
you in general, but
I think they need to adopt something, and
Yeah.
that will be up to the
And
three
after the first
trustees.
year, that is something we're going to look into on the
You're talking
advice.
about the do's and don'ts, what we expect our employees not to engage with on
Right.
social media. Okay.
Yeah.
Policies.
yes.
Our
Yeah,
prosecutor
we-
has a basic policy that other townships use. He's going to forward to us.
Okay.
We can add to it, delete from it, whatever we want to do. And again, that's another change that we were figuring on doing right around the first of the year.
Yeah, because it gets out of hand, and I think we should have some type, if you're an employee.
It's been way out of hand.
There should be some restrictions on
Quite
what you
some
get on there
time.
and say.
I have Scott looking into that, for what other departments are using.
It's already in our policies, already in writing.
Is it?
Yes.
And adopted?
No.
No, you guys have to sign it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll bring it.
Can you get a copy of that to us?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
What was put in place the last time we had a social media policy problem, a few years back?
It was very generic, if I remember correctly.
So there is one.
If there was one, it was very generic. I can't remember,
I can't remember of one.
and I really don't, you know, until the last year or so, it hasn't
I can't
been.
remember of one either.
I really don't recall.
Miles put one
Maybe.
in place.
What's that?
Miles put one in place, and you guys had a little problem with one of the members at the fire station. What's the
See,
issues on duty?
I believe
don't-
it's
I
the
don't
same
remember
level
that.
that causes
Remember.
problems
Rules and
now.
regulations from Miles from 2007, there is no social media policy.
Oh, there is not.
Since
Okay.
2007, there was one.
Not the station.
The trustees issued one, because they were having a problem with a member of our fire department.
We'll have to look into it, because
Yeah.
I don't remember. I can't give you an answer, because I do not remember having a policy, or if we did, what it was.
So as of 2007, the fire department does, but you're saying that the trustees adopted one.
You should have, because you had a problem with a member, you guys were gonna suspend.
Who was that problem, do you remember?
What's that?
Who was the problem with, do you remember?
The same person that's the problem currently.
I mean, talking with you guys, you know who the problem is.
You're very, very aware of it.
Okay, I see the dumb look on my face, because right now I'm kind of.
But that's all it is, Mark, is a look.
What's that?
You're playing a game, is the problem. It's a game. This is all a game. Do you not see any
Okay.
part of it?
So let me know what that was, because I'm being honest with you right now, I have no clue what,
Okay.
maybe it's a brain lock, brain
We can
freeze,
talk about it.
something, but,
We can definitely talk about
okay,
it.
yeah, let me know.
I will.
Anything else? If not, I will make a motion, we adjourn our meeting and pay our bills.
Second that.
Yes,
Thank everyone for attending, we appreciate it.
yes.
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
It was about you. She posted on Facebook.
Okay, I remember something, hold on.
You were going to stick around and come sign the checks.
Okay, but wait a minute, hold on. Oh, wow. That's right.
You were part of it.
Yeah, we did.
You're exactly right.
We did that.
I'm glad I called.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I don't know if we went through the actual policy, but I remember that the situation was